So, hi everyone, today we are going to discuss this particular question. This is a personal viewpoint question, opinion personal viewpoint question. We have one statement. The statement is like this. Some people think books are losing importance as a source of information and entertainment. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So, books as a source of information and entertainment, they are losing its importance. This is argued by some people. So some people believe that this is the thing. This is the fact that books are losing its importance. So what is your personal opinion regarding this thing? So what do you think about this thing? What extent do you agree or disagree with this thing? It means you need to give a specific your own perspective based on the rational things. You can give examples. You have to prove it. If you want to say something, you need to prove it. So we definitely say that this is a personal opinion question. So I have to frame the thesis statement, the second part, and I have to present the topic in the first part of the introduction. And it is my responsibility to restate the thesis in the conclusion in a complete form, so that your conclusion will be the answer of the question directly. So your conclusion is the most important part of the essay. Because if you look at the conclusion, you can see that this is a complete answer for the question. In the introduction second part, I have already stated my personal opinion. This personal opinion is restated in the conclusion here. You can say that it is restated, but it is in a complete form. And this particular conclusion has another peculiarity, is that this conclusion is explained in the body paragraphs. You can say the first part of the conclusion. The first part of the conclusion is this thing. Books as a source of entertainment are losing their impression in the minds of people. It is said in the first paragraph. It is clear that as a genuine source of information, it still remains in the minds of many. It is said in the second paragraph. So both the paragraphs are addressed in the conclusion. That is another peculiarity of conclusion. You have the concise form, the core form of your body paragraphs in the conclusion. It is concise, it is formal, and it addresses the question completely. If you are not finding your answer in a comprehensive way in the conclusion, your essay, the total essay is wrong. So in order to check whether your essay is intact, your essay is correct, your essay is up to the mark, first of all, you need to check your conclusion. So the most important part, whatever essay it is, whether it can be a problem solution question, whether it is a discussion question, whether it's an opinion question. So whatever the question is, we are going to give importance to the conclusion here. So this is what we need to understand. So the conclusion is to be explained in the body paragraphs. So in the introduction, we are just going to introduce this thing. The topic is said in another form, something different from the question. and then your thesis. It means what are you going to say in the essay? What are you going to say in the essay? I agree this is true in case of the latter. In case of the entertainment, it is true. However, I have specific reason to disagree in case of the former. In case of the information, I don't agree. So I have specific reasons for that. So this is what you are going to explain in the body paragraphs. In the body paragraph number 1, you have said why you agree that in case of entertainment, it is true. The second paragraph, you are telling why in case of information, it is not true. And this is said based on some explanation. Can say the first particular line here. When analyzed critically, there is no doubt that there is a significant fall in the rate of those who depend books for entertainment purpose. And this is specifically attributed to the unparalleled. So due to the technological advancement, this happens. Now, what happened in the past and what happened at present? It is explained. What was happening in the past? There were a huge demand for these types of books, entertainment books. But right now we have got it substituted with the smartphones, computers, and tablets. Okay, and how this started? It started with the advent of TV. And with the intrusion of internet, very few are left with this habit, depending books for entertainment purpose. Now, nevertheless, it is another phrase which we use that it is not similar to the aforementioned paragraph. You can see a sizable proportion of people as the primary tool for assessing information. Okay, despite the advancement in the information technology, you can see that most students and scholars heavily depend on. So this is another sentence which supports the first sentence. You can see a considerable proportion of students, scholars heavily depend on books, either in the book form or in the digital form. And you have assessed the other matter too. So there are people who depend on technology, but if you need in-depth information, you need to go with the books. The first preference should be books. And the last sentence, in addition, when a person needs to read a matter comprehensively, he needs time. And in this situation, physical books are ranked first to preference. So these are the specific reasons why I still say that for information purpose, books are used still at large. Hope things are clear here.